I got this shirt from Thailand and I really love it. Thai fashion is so cute. All right, guys, so I'm here today to tell you about 3 things I have done to be able to turn my goals into reality, my dreams into actual lived experience. So without further ado, let's jump right in. My name is Jalen, and I have been able to move across the world, create stability for myself, and I'm beginning to follow my passions, and one of them is creating content, hence my YouTube channel. Hey. So here are the 3 things that I have been able to do that have allowed me to go from step 1 to the end of the road, the lived dream that I have today. And so my first step is to plan. Now, I probably get so caught up in this step, and maybe you find yourself very similar to me in that you can plan all day. Maybe you have so many planners, so many diaries, so many notes that you've taken, so many tabs open on your screen. And so when you're planning, it's so easy to get caught up in the process. But the way that I like to do it, and the way that's most efficient to me so far, has been to write out my steps. I have my main goal. Let's say my main goal is to move to a different city. So that is my goal, and I'll write out the 5 steps. Maybe I'll need an apartment. Maybe I'll need to secure a job there, etc. And from those 5 steps, I'll break it down into 3 main steps. So 5 steps, now they're into 3 steps. So if my goal is to get an apartment in the new city, I will make sure my credit score is good. Check credit score. And then my next step would be to find a good area. So I have to research the best areas where I'm trying to go. And then maybe my next step is to find a place in my budget. So let's say it's just 1 person or 2 people, and all I need is a 1-bedroom apartment. So maybe my price range is between $1,200 to $1,600. So those would be my 3 steps. And then from there, I break each of those steps into 2 mini steps. So if I need to check my credit score, I'm going to find the best website to use. For me, it'll probably be Expedia or Rocket Money. Those 2 are really good, but there's so many out there that you can find. So if you're not in the US and maybe you're watching this from internationally, then you can definitely find some tools for yourself. And I'll take those 2 steps and I'll break them down. So now I have my 5 big steps. I have my 3 steps per, and then I'll have my 2 micro steps for each one of the 3. So like I said, I would find a website where I can check that credit score, and then I would implement steps to improve it if it's not where I want it to be. So maybe you're looking for a 700, but you have a 650. So maybe you need to be able to open up a new credit card and use it for 2 months. Or you need to see if a parent will allow you to join onto their credit card so that they can boost up your credit score a little bit. Maybe you need to take out a little loan so that you're able to pay it off within a short period of time. That way they can see a nice credit history. That may be your 2 steps from your step of checking your credit, from your step of trying to get an apartment. So breaking it down like that makes it actionable, which leads me into the second point. The second point is to take the action. And honestly, when you have so many steps, it gets hard because you get convoluted. Everything becomes a little messy, or maybe you get confused, or maybe you just lose your motivation. I've been there before where I've lost my motivation and been like, I don't think I can continue on. And so in those moments, I like to reward myself. I'm very big on incentives and giving myself a nice little treat if I can do the right thing. So once I find the website that I'm going to use, then I would go out for boba. I found the website, I've signed up, I've created my account, I deserve some boba. And out here in Thailand, boba is only 19 baht. What? That is like 30 cents for boba. So I would treat myself to a lot of boba. We're all just limited, I guess, and then save the next boba for the next task that I complete. And then even if you have your 5 big steps, your 3 micro steps, and then your 2 additionals from there, maybe you're giving yourself a little incentive per one. So at first I'll give myself boba, then maybe I'll treat myself to a nice little meal. And then maybe I'll take a break from everything once I'm able to actually find that apartment that I'm looking for and complete that biggest step. Maybe I'll go out to the movies or hang out with some friends, do a little wine and dine with the girly pops. So incentives are really good at reinforcing your actions. What you'll find is that you'll do the first step, and then maybe somewhere along the way you'll fall off, and then you won't have the energy for the next ones. So those incentives go a long way. And then number 3, after you've made your plan, after you have your actions and you have your little bonus incentives to keep yourself going, now you're gonna find yourself where you don't have all the answers. And so you're gonna ask a friend. And in this case, your friend would probably be AI. Because with AI, you're not having to deal with other people's, beliefs and moral values and misconceptions. And often people don't mean to, your friends don't mean to, your family don't mean to, but the things that they hold to be true may not be the same as you. And so they may unknowingly put doubt into your head that stops you in your overall plan of moving to a different city. And so a good tool to use would be AI. And I know that AI is a little controversial right now because of the environmental impacts that it has, but we have to remember that AI is the tool, and that the people that create AI and reinforce it, they are the issue. Because the way that they are creating this tool and reinforcing it and building it is unethical. And so it's important to know that you can upheld and reprimand the people who create the tool and hold them accountable for their actions, for the fact that they're using too much energy, for the fact that they're polluting the environment, without actually not punishing the tool itself. For example, back when our parents were younger, back when we were younger, they used to say, don't use the internet. The internet is not good for you. But the internet is the tool. It's the people that are on the internet, the people that are using the internet for the negative behaviors that are bad. Another example will be Roblox. Roblox is a fun game. It's harmless. It's the people using Roblox inappropriately to attract children that are the issue. So that's one idea, one way to think about it when you're separating a tool from the people that create the tool and manipulate the tool for negative use. And so AI is your friend. AI is a great tool to use. You don't have to overuse it. And if you're feeling a little guilty about it, then find other ways to also make yourself feel good. Maybe you go vegetarian, maybe you go vegan, so you're killing animals. Maybe you start to recycle more. Maybe you are donating more to the communities that are actually impacted by the AI data centers and things of that nature. So there's ways to give back and to do good moral standing things while also being able to accomplish your goals and use the tools that are out there for us, especially if it can get you to point A to point B in a more holistic way. So now you have your plan, you have your action, you have your incentives, and now you're asking your friend, your tool, which is AI. I like to use a few types of AI, and there's many out there. One very popular one is Gemini. Another one is ChatGPT, which we all probably know or maybe have heard of to some degree. And then the next one is Claude AI. And personally, I like to use ChatGPT and Claude AI together. And I'll put my concept into ChatGPT and then I'll run it through Claude AI because they work a little different. And I find that when you pair them together, they work very well. So definitely use that tip if you need a tool in mind and you're not sure where to start. ChatGPT and Claude AI. And I'll go in there, and if I am not sure about where to find that credit score, if I'm not sure how to build that credit score from a 650 to a 700 or even lower or even higher, then I will ask the tool, I will ask that friend, hey, what are some ways that I can build up my credit score at this age with these factors when I'm trying to go here and I'm trying to purchase this thing? And they will give you some really good results. So once you've asked that friend and you have that knowledge, you go back into that action stage, and now you're taking action on the steps that you need to do. And honestly, you can even ask that friend while you're creating the plan, and they'll probably give you a very detailed, specifically tailored plan just for yourself, thinking of things that you could never even imagine. And so when you take all 3 of these steps together and you implement them and you're being consistent with them, you will accomplish your goal. The key is the motivation, the grit, the being able to keep going and to keep searching and to keep striving for your goal even when it gets hard, even when those obstacles come up. And so those incentives are there for you. And if you ever feel like, I don't know what to do, ask that friend again. And you can also ask me. I'm a good friend, and I've been a classroom teacher for over 6 years, so I love sharing my knowledge and helping out other people. So feel free to message me, and I will definitely help you come up with a plan for yourself and help you get there and navigate the process. Because as someone who's been able to accomplish their goals and become very happy in them, I think it's only fair to like pay forward the blessings, pay forward the knowledge, pay forward the information, and make sure other people feel motivated to go out and achieve their dreams and their goals, whatever they may be, no matter how big or how small. So our 3-step plan: you're gonna plan, you're gonna act, and then you're gonna ask. And you're gonna repeat that cycle over and over until you reach your goal. And remember to motivate yourself along the way with incentives like fun things like boba, going out with the friends, a little you time, maybe you buy yourself a new book. And then remember, I am here also to help you as well. I hope that's helpful in trying to accomplish your goals. If you have a goal that you want to share, then feel free to leave it down in the comment section, and maybe I'll try to help you out from there. If you like this video, then definitely give it a like. If you found it helpful, then definitely give it a like as well. And tell me what point stood out to you the most, or how are you feeling about AI? Are you kind of on the fence about it? Because it's so easy to not quite, want to do something because it doesn't sit with you morally. And yeah, come back for more videos. I'm always here to help, and I post every single day. I love making reaction videos and just kind of like telling my opinions and finding new things on the internet. I have a very curious mind, I love to explore. And so that's where my hyper planning comes in. So yeah, if you have any questions or want any more guidance, then feel free to comment or message me. And I hope you come back for more. Like, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell because there'll be more content like this coming out. Bye.